yesterday in the hearing, we saw the nastiness against Judge Barrett be ratcheted up. And I will tell you, it was a total fail. First, you had Senator Hirono from Hawaii, who asked Judge Barrett in front of her kids, have you ever sexually assaulted anyone? Have you ever had to settle a case for sexual assault? This was a question, by the way, that Senator Hirono said, and she's a Democrat from Hawaii. Well, I asked every nominee. Well, only since Kavanaugh, by the way, when they made up a story about him and tried to destroy him in front of his family, wife and kids. And so she had an opportunity, by the way, Senator Hirono, to do that professionally. If she really believes every nominee should be asked that, these nominees have to answer hundreds of written questions from senators. Put in a written question. No problem there. I still think it's ridiculous if there's been no allegation. If you've got nothing to go off of, it's a complete hypothetical. You're just kind of saying, have you ever, did you ever do this? But you've got nothing to back it up, no facts. But do it in writing so you're not embarrassing someone and using that kind of language where kids may be also watching because this is a historic event. But then we got to Richard Blumenthal. Now this guy, he's always got problems with the truth. Remember, he served in Vietnam? Not really. But yet the people keep electing him, so he gets to keep spouting off things. And a lot of times, he ends up not getting the information correctly. So there's either people on his staff, and these senators have no excuse. They got a lot bigger staff than I do. And they give him this information saying, Judge Barrett said that her decision on the Second Amendment and felons who had served their times rights to have their Second Amendment rights restored may sound, it may be radical. And he used the term radical. And ultimately, what was found was that there was no use of the term radical. Judge Barrett never used the word, in her opinion. It was actually a speech she gave to law students explaining the case in general and saying when you look at it from 1,000 feet or 10,000 feet, it may seem radical at first, but then look at it from the actual legal perspective. People who had felonies for nonviolent crimes, felonies for financial crimes, shouldn't they have their Second Amendment rights restored? Those kind of things. And so it's not radical once you actually start looking at it. Not that the ultimate decision is radical. So he tried to cast her off as a radical, and the word wasn't even used in the opinion. That's been, folks, about it. I mean, it's been fail after fail after fail by Democrats. And I will tell you, I'm sensing something here because we're so close to the election. They're not in sync. If you want to see Judge Barrett confirmed, make sure you're making your voice heard at ACLJ.org. We're updating those senators every single day when new people join the petition.